Well, that's another story on Kite Sharks. And here's the host of Kite Sharks, Jim Curry.
I got you running back there. Hello there. Welcome to Kite Sharks. Thank you for joining us in the studio. Thank you for joining us at home. You're very kind. Thank you. And I'd like to thank for the opening poem Paul Skaggs of River Edge, New Jersey, watching us on WNBC TV, Channel 4. Thank you, Paul. Now let's open up the board and get to the cards. Janice and Melinda, if you will, start loading in the cards. We have a game in progress with these card sharks. Scott Poulter, our champion. Hi, Scott. Nice to see you again. Our truck driver come poet, or what? Do you think, we found out over the last couple of shows that you are a poet, right? Do you think you could ever make a living just doing poetry, Scott?
It's impossible. That's why I drive truck.
Really?
Poetry, if you're writing, I call it shallow verse, and you got a big name already, like Rob McHugh, and you might make a living at it. You write love lyrics for old maids, and they buy it by the dozen. A lot of people love Rod McHugh, especially women. But a serious poet will never make a living at it himself. T.S. Eliot, bank teller, E. Cummings, a doctor. I mean, everybody's had, other professions.
Better hang on to driving the truck,
right? Right.
You've done very well with us here. Scott has won $3,050 in cash. That'll help subsidize the poetry for a while. And Meg Merkins is our challenger. Hi, Meg. Nice to see you again. We only met you on the one show, so again, won't you tell us all about yourself?
Okay, my name is Meg Merkins, and I'm from Garrison, Iowa. And I'm out here on vacation, and I'm having a great time, and I plan to stay just as long as I can.
That's nice. What's it like back in Iowa this time of year?
Oh, well, cold. Usually it's much colder than it is now. The one winter that I miss, it's a mild winter. So
Always plans out that way, right? Nice to have you back. You both cut the cards at the beginning of the match, yes? Then we'll pick up where we left off. We play the best two games out of three. As we left off, Meg, the challenger, won game number one and $100 to help her stay a little longer on her vacation. We're in the middle of game two, and looking at the board, boy, it's all Meg so far. She's moved over. She has a 6 as her base card. She needs one card for the championship. Scott has yet to turn over a card in this game. Scott, the question to you. We asked 100 third grade kids, are grown-ups too serious? How many third graders said yes, grown-ups are too serious?
Oh, sure. I remember back when I was just a wee little kid, and I used to look at my dad and my mother, and I used to wonder, they're just walking around. He does the same thing day after day. That's got to be the most boring way to live in the world. They never go out and never have fun. 79.
79 out of 100 third grade kids said grown-ups are too serious, Meg.
Okay, well, I think that as a third grader, everyone seems very tall and very big and very serious, and so I am going to go high, but just a little bit lower than 79.
You think 79 is a little too high?
A little bit too high, yeah.
Well, if it is lower, you'll play your cards. If not, Scott plays his. And the actual number of third graders who said grown-ups are too serious is 44. Very much lower. Meg, you got it.
I'd like
Meg,
to change
you're
that
looking at
card.
a 6.
Change that card, please.
Winning the question, you can change the base card. A jack.
Lower, please.
If this is lower, we have a new champion for the win. Oh, no. An ace, not lower. And Scott is still in it with a free chance at a 10.
Lower, Jim.
Lower than the 10. A 5.
Higher.
Risking it higher. It is a king. Lower than the king. A 6. Higher. He's going to try to go all the way to tie up the match. It is higher. I must ask you, Scott, what prompted you to do that with that 6? Because if you had been wrong, you would have gone all the way back to the beginning.
I'm too far behind her to play games. I've got to go serious.
Oh, you took a big chance, and it paid off. We have a tie. Each player with one game, and now the tiebreaker with just 3 cards up there. 3 questions here, and the question to Meg.
Okay.
Meg, we asked 100 garbage men. Have you ever given a girl a gift that you found in someone's trash?
Well,
How many garbage men admitted they've given a girl a gift they found in someone's trash?
Oh, well, I'm sure that the garbage men find a lot of interesting things when they're looking through that trash. But I don't know how many would find something good enough to give to a girl, so I'm going to say that it's about 35.
35 out of 100 have given a girl a gift from the trash, Scott.
No, I've heard a lot of stories about garbage men that find some really nice things in a garbage truck, and from people that throw out some beautiful things sometimes. But I think if they gave it to their girlfriend, they'd always have a little tinge of guilty conscience. They're not going to do it. It's going to be lower.
You say lower. The actual number of garbage men who've given a girl a gift they found in someone's trash is 24. Scott is right. It is lower. And Scott in the tiebreaker starts with an 8, a 9.
Change the card.
Big change with 3 cards. A 2.
Higher.
Higher than the 2. A 4.
Higher.
For the championship. Higher. He goes. Scott wins it. Wow. 2 straight games and a sensational win. Meg Merkins, thank you for
I had a terrific time. Thank you so much.
And you have $100 a surprise party.
Great.
Enjoy the rest of the vacation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Meg. Bye-bye. Meg Merchant. Scott, come on down here. Scott Poulter with another $200. Congratulations. He's gone for the big money right after we take time out for this. Back with our champion, Scott Poulter. Did you cut those money cards?
Yes, I did.
Let's see some good ones this time. Let's get up there to the big money. Come on. Here we go. I thought you'd never join us, Melinda. And they'll start dealing out the cards. We'll give you $200 of new money and 3 cards on the bottom line to bet as you will. Up to the second level. You must have been having a good conversation back there, girls. 7 cards in all. You know how to do it. Remember the big bet where you must risk at least half the money. Right. Good luck, Scott. Here's $200. And remember, too, that you can change the base card if you need to. Thank you, Melinda. $200, Scott, starts with an ace.
All right, lower. All of it lower. All of it lower.
If this is lower, it's $400. It is. Near the middle with a 7.
$50 higher.
Minimum bet. $50 higher. He's right again,
right.
And you are right up the middle.
$50 lower.
$50 lower than the 8? No. Down to 400. We move up to 10. We'll give you the other 200. Scott, you've got
Change
600.
It. Change it.
All right, let's see what this level Scott will play. A queen, better card.
All right, we're going to go all of it lower. All of it lower.
All of it.
No guts, no glory.
Just the one ace out. I hope you're right. It's all or nothing. Lower. Yes. 1,200.
Now I don't have any guts. $50 lower.
$50 lower than the 10.
Where's the $50?
Very nice for $50.
All of it lower.
Trying to double $1,150 lower. And with $2,300, we move up to 2.
All of it higher.
All or nothing
All of it
for $4,600 higher. Yeah! That made up for the last show when you got the 4 and the 2. That was beautiful. Good job on that, Scott. Way to go. That time the cards didn't fail you, and Scott Poulter, our poet truck driver, is now up to $7,850 in cold cash. We'll be right back with a new challenger right after this. Hey, Scott. Janice deals out 2 brand new decks of cards, and here comes a new challenger on Card Shark. Debbie Newman. Hi, Debbie.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Won't you tell us about Debbie Newman?
My name is Debbie Newman. I'm an ex-drill instructor in the Women's Army Corps. I've traveled around for the last 3 years. I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And in the last 12 months, I've lived in 7 different states.
An ex-drill instructor in the woman's... Now, I've got to ask you, because, of course, there's been so much in the papers about it and on television and all. What do you think about women being drafted, Deb?
I love it. Why shouldn't they go? We do a better job.
Oh, there's a reason we do a better job. Nice to have you here, Debbie.
Thank you.
You cut the cards?
Sure did.
Here we go. We start the best 2 out of 3. Debbie, I wouldn't want you for a drill instructor. You sound... All right, guys, go.
I'm harmless.
Start the match. The question to you, Scott. Scott, we found 100 single women who are living with a man. And we asked them, if you got pregnant, would you insist your man marry you? How many women said if they got pregnant, they would insist their live-in boyfriend marry them?
Well, first of all, knowing that you can give that baby any name you want, it makes no difference whether you're married or not. You can still give it the father's last name. You can still live together. You don't have to have that piece of paper. I think most women realize that today. It's going to be a low number, 18.
18 out of 100 would insist on the marriage, Debbie.
I say nowadays, I don't think a woman is more into that wanting to man to marry her. You know, they know what they're in for, right? I mean, they're doing it already, you know? Okay, I say it's got to be higher.
A little higher than that.
Yeah.
The actual number of women who said if they got pregnant, they'd insist their man marry them is 15. It is not higher, it's lower. And Scott was right with that one. And he starts off the match with a queen.
All right, lower, Jim.
Playing the queen lower. It is a 7. Please. 1 card advantage, keeping Debbie away from her cards. And Debbie, here's your first question. Debbie, we found 100 ex-convicts. These are all men who have served time in prison. And we asked them, is there anything about prison that you miss? How many ex-convicts said there is something about prison they actually miss?
My husband's an attorney, and I know quite a few ex-cons. And there's always, it's like, I know some of them that think it's like home. And it's got to be 40, 50.
50. All right. See, it went up just while we were talking. That's inflation for you. 40 to 50. 50 out of 100 say there's something they miss, Scott.
The recidivism rate in prisons throughout all the states in this country is astronomically high. It's pitiful. However, I think that's more of a subconscious thing where they go back. They're not really wanting to go back. They just do things. Maybe their subconscious wants to go back. I don't know what it is. But I don't think you're going to find 50 that are going to admit that they missed something about prison. Lower.
You say lower. Yes, not only is the recidivism rate high, but the rate of going back is also high. It is 50 for Debbie, lower for Scott. The actual number of ex-convicts who said there's something about prison they miss is 27. Scott is right. It is lower. Scott, you got a 7.
Change it.
He wants to get rid of it.
Higher.
Higher than the 7. No, a 2 is not higher. And Debbie, a break for you. Your first chance at a 7 also.
Higher.
Higher than the 7. An 8.
Freeze.
Freezing on the middle card. We have a tie as Janice fills in the space. And the question to you, Debbie. Debbie, the question is to Scott. I beg your pardon. Scott, we found 100 women who are professional truck drivers. And we asked them, would you trust a woman mechanic to work on your truck? How many women truckers would trust a woman mechanic to work on their truck?
Well, diesel engines are a pretty hard thing to work on. It's pretty big. It's not really complicated, but it's still hard to work on. I still believe that a woman who's driving truck has liberated herself, and I think she's going to trust the woman anyway. It's going to be fairly high. 65.
65 out of 100 would trust
I
a
think they
woman
might
mechanic.
trust them, but it's still the idea that it's a woman, and you just have this image of a woman being, working on a truck. I'm going to say it's got to be a little lower.
So you think even the women would not want women?
No.
Huh? Interesting. The actual number of women truckers who would trust a woman mechanic to work on their truck is 79. Not lower, it is higher. They trust them a lot more than you thought, Debbie. Scott, you've got a 7.
Change it again.
And again, he wants to get rid of that middle card. A little better this time, a 6.
Higher.
Higher than the 6, a 10.
Freeze again.
Getting a 1 card advantage. Thank you, Janice. As we move over the freeze bar, the question to you, Debbie. Debbie, we found 100 bachelors. We asked, I want to check. This is first a sudden death, is it not? Yes, this is sudden death, right. So I want to remind you of that and the control, very important. Debbie, we asked 100 bachelors. If you truly loved a girl, but you knew another guy would make her happier, would you step aside? How many bachelors said if they loved her, they would step aside?
Oh, I think that's going to be relatively high. If they really loved her, they want to make her happy. I'm going to say 35.
35 out of 100. That high, huh? 35 out of 100 would step aside, Scott.
You were right, idiots. They're going to be thinking, well, maybe this is a really love now, but I can bring her around later. She's going to love me more later. I can work at it, blah, blah, blah. Lower.
Lower. This decides control and sudden death. The actual number of bachelors who said they'd step aside is 57, not lower. Debbie has control. Debbie, you've got an 8. It is sudden death. You need 3 cards. Scott with a 10 needs 2. Do you want to play it?
I give it to Scott.
Scott, turn them both over. You win the game, but one mistake, it belongs to Debbie. You've got a 10.
Lower.
Lower. It is an 8. Right up the middle. Higher. And now the big call for the win. Higher. It is high. Scott turns over 2 in a row and wins game number 1. We'll be back with game 2 right after this. Game 1 to the champion. Janice deals out. Same 2 decks with the next cards off the top of the deck. And we'll start game 2 with a question to you, Scott. Scott, we asked 100 housewives. Be honest. Do you ever feel just a little guilty because you stay home while your husband has to go to work every day? How many housewives do feel guilty because they stay home while their husband has to work?
Are you kidding? All they got to say is, look, my job is 24 hours a day. You work 8 hours and come home. And in a way, that's true. I mean, if they got children, especially, their job's 24 hours a day. It's got to be a low number that feel guilty. 18?
18 out of 100 feel guilty, Debbie.
I think that women, they don't feel guilty, but they think they do a lot, but yet and still, I know whenever I sit at home just watching soap operas and things, and even though I'm working and doing things, I still feel a little upset, so I got to say it's higher.
How do you work and watch the soap operas?
Oh, I work temporary. I do everything. Real estate, you name it.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant while you were watching the soap operas, you're working at home, too. 18 for Scott, higher for Debbie. The actual number of housewives who feel guilty because they stay home while their husband has to work is 35. Debbie is right. It is higher. I must say that's a surprisingly high number because they have a tough job. Debbie, you start off with a 5.
Higher.
Playing it higher, a 7.
Freeze.
Now it's Debbie with a 1 card advantage. Question to you, Debbie. Debbie, we asked 100 men who wear a toupee. Right? Picture a man wearing a toupee. Has your toupee ever come off in the middle of a romantic interlude? How many men said yes, their toupee has come off in the middle of a romantic interlude?
Okay, I used to wear a fall myself, and I've had it come off, so I know this has got to be, let's say 50.
50. I'd love to pursue the subject further, Debbie, but we'll go to Scott. He says at 50. What do you think?
I'm picturing two people really in a romantic mood, and they're petting each other, and they're running hands through hairs. It's got to be higher than that. You got
higher than that.
Something.
Oh, the audience is agreeing with. Well, kind of split on that. What do you think at home? The actual number of men who said their toupee has come off in the middle of a romantic interlude is 24. It's not higher. It's lower. Debbie. Of course, some of them may have passed it off as a bird's nest or something. Debbie, you've got a 7.
Change it, please.
Want to get rid of that middle card? And a 6, a little better.
Higher, Jim.
Higher than the 6, a jack.
Lower, Jim.
Making it lower, a 2.
Higher.
To tie up the match, it is higher. Debbie, I must say, for a while there, I didn't think you were going to see anything but middle cards until that 2 and the king came up, but now we set up for the tiebreaker. 3 cards up there, 3 questions here, and Scott, we start the tiebreaker with you. Now, it's been recently revealed that FBI agents posed as Arab businessmen and offered bribes to congressmen. We've all read and heard about that. So we asked 100 people, do you think what the FBI did was wrong? How many people think it was wrong for the FBI to test congressmen by offering them illegal bribes?
No, when we elect somebody and put them in office, we have the right to expect that they're going to be honest. And if a lot of people thought this was entrapment, I don't think so. I think even if it was entrapment, if they were offered a bribe and took it, entrapment or not, they're wrong. You said how many?
How many say it was wrong for the FBI to do that?
Low number. 24.
24 out of 100 say it was wrong. Debbie, what do you think?
Okay, I'm going to say you want to believe they're honest, but everybody knows politicians are relatively crooked anyway. Okay, the FBI to me is crooked, but I'm going to say higher.
Higher. You think more people would think it was wrong? I love that they offer them illegal bribes. What's a legal bribe?
Right.
24 says Scott. Higher says Debbie. The actual number of people who think it was wrong for the FBI to test congressmen by offering them bribes is 35. Debbie is right. It is higher. And the challenger starts off the tiebreaker with a 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. An 8.
Freeze.
She's going to freeze on that middle card, needing 1 card for the championship. Question 2 to you, Debbie. Debbie, we asked 100 people. Listen to this. 100 people. Have you ever gotten scalded in the shower because someone flushed at the wrong moment? How many people have gotten scalded in the shower because someone flushed at the wrong moment?
Okay, since the water systems always seem to be pretty bad, let's see. It's going to have to be a relatively high number. I'm going to go with 49.
49 out of 100 have had that happen to them, Scott.
That's happened to me on more than one occasion, and it's got to be higher than that.
Higher than that.
Sure.
The actual number of people who've gotten scalded in the shower because someone flushed at the wrong moment is 34. It's not higher, it's lower. Debbie again has control. Debbie, you're looking at an 8.
I'm going to change it, please.
Get rid of that middle card. A 5. Better.
Higher, Jim.
If this is higher, we have a new champion for the win. Debbie wins the championship. Scott, say goodbye. Done very well. $7,950 in cash. You're 5 players, Scott. Thank you for joining us. Scott Poulter. Debbie Newman, come on down here. Congratulations. Thank you. You look very up. You didn't think you were going to do it. I'm excited. Debbie Newman, our new champion, is $200 richer. She goes for the big money. We're going to take time out for this commercial break.
3. A representative of the studio audience will receive Hamilton Beach's food processor. Instant starting speed. It chops, minces, purees, mixes, and blends, complete with attachments, furnished by Hamilton Beach Scoville. And some of our contestants will receive a bakeware set and Campbell's Chunky Soup, made for people who want more than soup. Chunk after chunk of delicious food is more like a meal than a soup. A tote Unicap M from Upjohn contains 11 essential vitamins and 6 key minerals, including iron and zinc. Unicap M, because you need minerals too. A waffle iron and Staley syrup, the all-natural syrup, no preservatives, nothing artificial. Staley syrup with a rich country maple flavor that naturally tastes better. A gift pack and Flame Glow, innovative cosmetics for today's young woman. Flame Glow has beautiful lip color, soft blushes, and creamy cosmetic pencils for lips and eyes. A shaving kit and sensational tannery safely cleans, conditions, helps protect leather or vinyl, shoes, boots, purses, furniture, car tops, and interiors. Tannery helps them last longer. This is Gene Woods speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson-Bill Todman production.